Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back
to
Part 2.
Part 2 of Arkham Horror.
Arkham Horror, the card game, where we will hopefully finish
The Curse of the Rougarou.
Yes.
Without dying, but I'm...
Right, we will hopefully finish without dying.
I'm not very hopeful about that.
In there again. The Curse
Well, I can be
of the
hopeful,
Rougarou, or maybe Rougarou, I don't know. Anyway, so let us get right back into it without further ado. We finished a round in the last one. We are going to start with the Mythos phase. So we must place one doom on the agenda.
Okay, well, we're only at 4.
Yep, we do not have 5 yet, so we're good there. And now we each have to draw a card from the top of the encounter deck, starting with me as the lead investigator. And this is a treachery, and it says, Beast of the Bayou. Revelation, the Rougarou makes an immediate attack against each investigator at the Rougarou's location, and each connecting location. And nobody is at either of those places. If no attacks are made by this effect, place one doom on the current agenda.
Oh.
Well, that actually doesn't matter because it only advances... It only advances if there's enough doom on it in the Mythos phase on that part of it, and we have passed that.
Okay.
So it would have advanced to the next round anyway, so that's actually perfectly fine.
To get that card now?
Yep, This is the perfect time to get it.
All right, let's see what I drew. Cursed Swamp, Hazard, Revelation, Test, Willpower, 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 damage. If you are at a Bayou location, you cannot commit cards to the skill test.
Of course, we are at a Bayou location.
And I am. So I just have to simply test for it. And I drew my weakness. So when you would succeed at a skill test, return the revealed chaos token to the bag and reveal a new chaos token. If this effect causes you to fail the test, shuffle his curse into my deck.
And the bummer is if that effect cuts. So you have to beat it and then fail in order for that to go back. If you just fail, that doesn't get shuffled back in.
Yep. Okay, so I have 3.
And you need 3.
Okay, what is that?
And that, oh boy.
This is like the little squid thing.
Yes, it's this right here. -4. If the Rougarou is at your location, it attacks you. Well, it doesn't, but you fail.
I did fail miserably. Okay, so for each point you fail by, take 1 damage. So I take 3 damage. I now have 4 damage out of 6.
Well, she can heal you.
Well, I might need her too.
Right.
Okay. That was
and now we're on the investigation phase.
Oh my goodness.
So why don't you go first, because you're probably going to move away, and then I can gain another.
Well, I am engaged with this enemy, so... Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's right.
So I can't do anything. I can't play any cards, or it will attack. So I have to either attack it or evade it.
Maybe I should go ahead. I mean, I have 3 resources, and I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to pay for anything.
Well, why don't you deal with the enemy you're engaged with right now?
Okay, so I'll do that. So I'll go ahead and go first.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
I'll deal with this, and then maybe I can kill that for a second action.
Okay.
Okay. So back to this. I have this fight ability. And nothing else is going to help me with that, is it? Just making sure. No. Okay. So I'm going to fight. I'm not sure I put this out there yet. So I'm going to use this machete, use an action to fight. I get +1. I'm going to go ahead and do this too. I get +1 combat for this attack. So I'm going to have base combat of 4. For this attack, and if he's the only enemy engaged with me, which he is, then this will deal 1 extra damage. So I will be able to kill him if I can succeed here. So I have 4 to his 3. I'll just go ahead and do that as well. He has 3 that I'm testing against.
Oh boy.
And this doesn't help me at all. Okay. So we have this token, which says, reveal another token. If you fail until the end of the round, you cannot move. Well, I wasn't planning on moving anyway, so that's not a big deal. So I'm going to reveal another token, and it is a -1. And so I have a 3. So I deal 2 damage to this guy, and it is dead.
Oh, good job.
Why, thank you.
At least somebody can do something.
That goes away.
You have this arsenal of cards in front of you.
I know.
And I've used all of my cards for skill tests, so I only have this one weapon in front of me, and it's really not doing me any good.
And I forgot the ritual candles say after one of those symbols, so it was this symbol. After one of those symbols is revealed, during a test you were performing, you get +1 skill value for this test. So I actually beat it by 1.
Nice.
Because one of those was revealed. Okay, so now I will go ahead and attack that guy who is attached to you.
Yes.
So the bummer is if I miss, then I'm gonna hit you.
So how do you engage with him and draw him?
So I would have to use an action to engage and then attack.
Okay.
So should I do that, or I would only deal 1 damage to you, but you're already more than halfway dead.
I know. I think you should.
Okay, so I will go ahead and use an action to engage. And now I'm going to attack. And now we are even. This guy has a 4 combat. And I also have a 4, so I need to get a 0 for this, which is not likely.
I don't have anything in my hand to help you.
But we have a -1, so that fails. Well, whatever. Nothing I can do about that, but at least I pulled him away from you.
Swamp leech that has 1 health we just can't seem to kill. Okay. All right. Well, that is reassuring.
There is one other possible thing you can do with this. And that is, it says, so when Swamp Leech enters a non-Bayou location, discard it. If I remember right, and I can double check, you can move with an enemy engaged with you. It just takes an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Which means it will hit you, right?
Okay.
If you move onto a non-Bayou location, then
it doesn't
you have to
stay
discard
with you
it. So it will hit you, and then it'll die.
Okay. We'll
so that may have been a better
think
option,
about that.
But yeah,
when you move, since it's attached to you right now.
Right.
Okay. So Lady Esprit, exhaust Lady Esprit and deal her 1 horror, heal 2 damage or gain 2 resources, and any investigator at Lady Esprit's location may activate this ability. Okay, so that probably would be a good idea. By
the way, you have to have a clue.
Yeah, I might have to.
As an additional cost for an investigator to engage the Rougarou, you have to spend a clue.
So there's a clue here.
So, yeah.
Let's see, this says take 1 damage, you get +2 to your skill value for the next skill test you make this turn. And then when I leave, I have to discard a skill card from my hand. Okay, so I think I should probably head over here and be healed. Is there anything that happens to me when I leave this location?
No.
Okay. Okay, so your actions are done?
Yes. Thank you.
So I am moving for my first action.
Do you want to, before you do that, do you want to do this at all?
What is it?
Discard, so you can discard 2 assets from your hand or play and test agility. And if you succeed, then you find the fishing net.
I don't have 2 assets.
Okay.
So
I don't have enough agility for that to be worth it for me.
I could draw a card before I move to C, but
is that
I don't think I'm the best person to do that because of my curse.
Yeah.
If I succeed, I have to draw another one and I could fail. So
yep. Okay.
I might not be the best person to do that. I wanted to do that before I drew this.
Right.
Okay, so I did 1 action and I moved. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust her.
Okay.
To heal 2.
And deal her 1.
Deal her 1 horror. So I'm turning this 3 into a 1. That's another 3. How about we actually, there we go. Okay, so now he only has 2 damage instead of 4. And I feel a lot more comfortable with that. Okay, so that was action 2. Can I try to discover a clue at my location? How do I do that?
So you test intelligence against that.
Okay, so intelligence is the book symbol, and I have 4 too. It's 1. I'm going to try to do that. Okay.
So this is your second action, right?
This is my
your third because of that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so that is, I think, an auto fail. Okay. Dang, I'm really hoping to get rid of this curse card. Fail. Okay. Well, the curse of Rex continues.
All right, then. Enemy phase. Nothing has the hunter keyword, and each enemy engaged attacks. So I'm going to take 1 damage, which is not...
Sorry.
I should have just moved.
Stupid leech.
Oh well.
Okay. All right, now what?
Now we have the upkeep phase. Reset all actions.
Okay.
And ready all exhausted cards. And draw a card and gain a resource.
Okay. Let's give me a good card here.
Right?
Okay, this isn't too bad. Okay, and then gain a resource. I still am not quite getting the cards that I would have liked to have.
Oh, I keep forgetting to use her ability.
What is her ability again? Remind me.
So exhaust her, look at the top card of either encounter deck or any player deck, and then add 1 doom to her to put it on the bottom. I'm gonna say that because this is a free action, I can do anytime.
Oh, sure.
I did that before we readied all exhausted cards.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at this top card right here. This is a spectral mist. That's not that big of a deal, so we're gonna put it back.
Okay.
And then now she unexhausts. Okay. Check your hand size. We're good. And that is the end of the round. So now we're back to the Mythos phase. Place 1 doom on the agenda. That doesn't matter. Advance the doom threshold or doom. Advance the agenda if the doom threshold is satisfied.
Okay,
it is.
Here we go.
And so now we are advancing the agenda.
Oh no.
This says darkened skies. A violent storm rolls in as your search continues. Black rain clouds conquer the sky, the air thick with humidity. You recall that all of the recent killings took place late at night, under the cover of dark clouds. A shiver runs up your spine, and you cannot help but wonder, what if you are next?
Okay.
Oh, we also... I'm just remembering, I did do damage, so I don't need to take the horror for this. Because I did damage.
You did do damage.
Okay, I'm just remembering that. Okay. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. If the Rougarou is in play, find a non-Bayou location with the fewest clues on it. Move the Rougarou 1 location at a time until it enters that location. Okay, so
well, it's already in
this, or this.
It's already in that location, but we still need to move it.
Right. That's how I'm taking that.
Yeah,
so let's
he's
put
wandering
it in one
around.
of these 2. I don't care which one.
Okay, so clues. So we're gonna go here first, right? Because that's the only thing that's attached. Drops one here, and then
drops one there.
We'll have it head over here to go back down here, maybe.
No, it needs to go to one with... No, let's put him over here so I can get to him easily.
Okay, so he has to land here. Oh, that's right. He doesn't engage with me.
Right.
Okay. And then we'll put him down. Okay.
Although I guess if there's a tie, it has to go to the worst possible.
What's the worst possible for him?
So the worst would be farthest away because then we can't get to him. So you're right. This is where he should be.
Okay.
All right. If the Rougarou is not in play, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't matter. Okay. Well, there you go.
Wonderful flavor text. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, right?
That was great.
And the new agenda. The Rougarou feeds. Around you, the bayou feasts. Flesh rips and jaws snap just beyond the trees, and light droplets of rain ripple upon the surface of the water. You can't tell exactly where the sounds are coming from. Perhaps it's the dreadful ambiance of the bayou itself.
Oh.
And it requires 6 doom for this agenda to advance.
Okay.
So we have 6 more turns until it advances again. All right, so that was the second part of the Mythos phase. Now we each have to draw a card from the top of the encounter deck.
Okay.
So, Spectral Mist. Revelation attached to a Bayou location. Limit 1 per location. Each skill test performed at the attached location gets +1 difficulty. Test Intellect to disrupt the source of the mist. If you succeed, discard Spectral Mist. And so...
how high is your intellect?
Mine is 3, but it's actually 4.
4. Okay. Well, I think it would be worse for it to be at my location because I'm trying to figure out how to get those clues.
It also wouldn't be great for me because of this.
Oh, you're right.
But maybe I should just go ahead and move. And then I take the damage.
Okay.
And then we move on.
Then put it here.
So, okay. I mean, they're both fairly
neither
terrible.
Of them are good.
Yep. All right, so it's your turn to draw a card.
Okay. I got Dragged Under again.
Another one of those.
Wait, weren't we supposed to shuffle this back?
Oh, yes. Yes. Whoops.
Okay, well, we'll pretend we did that.
Yep.
Okay, Revelation. Test 3 agility. If you fail, add Dragged Under to your threat area. So let's just see what happens, and then I can read the rest. So, I have 3. It is 3. I don't think I can do anything else to help me. Nope.
This would probably be one of the best times for you to succeed and then fail to get rid of your...
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, look at that.
This says +2. You may instead choose to automatically fail this skill test to draw 3 cards. Well, we're not going to do that because I want to try to get rid of this stupid thing.
Although, I mean, you've got a ton of resources. Maybe you should draw 3 cards.
Instead of getting rid of this?
Yeah. Because more cards with more resources can potentially do this, and then you're way better off. It's up to you, but yeah.
So, when you leave your current location, take 2 damage and discard Dragged Under.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, test 3 agility. If you succeed, discard Dragged Under.
Yeah, so as long as you stay there,
that's true. I
anything.
am going to... Okay. Yeah, I do need cards. Okay, so I will go ahead and use this effect on my card. It says +2, so I did pass the test. You may instead choose to automatically fail this skill test to draw 3 cards. So I believe this trumps the curse. Because it says if you succeed, I'm deciding to fail.
Right, you're using that, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because you have now failed.
Yes,
so
I have
this
now
doesn't
failed,
happen.
and that doesn't happen.
And on the first one, yeah, you failed on the first one.
Hey, awesome.
That's what I thought. Okay, so that is the end of the Mythos phase. It is now the Investigator phase.
Okay.
Do you want to go first? I'm good with
I
whatever.
would not mind playing some cards here. That would be nice. Okay, so I'm going to play this Guard Dog. He costs 3 resources. Hey, I have some protection now. I've got a Guard Dog. So is this a fast? No.
No, that's a reaction.
Reaction, that's right. When an enemy attack deals damage to Guard Dog, deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy.
Nice.
So he just gives me a little bit of protection. He can take 3 damage and 1 horror from me.
So that's 1 action.
Right. Okay. Don't think I need to worry about that one just yet. Okay, I could play this to draw a couple more cards, which might be nice. Okay, I think I'm going to play this asset, which costs 2 resources.
Oh, you can only have 1 ally in play at a time.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Okay, that's all right.
Let the Guard Dog die, and then you can...
And then I can put her in.
Yep.
That's right.
I mean, I've got a similar thing
I was
going
thinking
on.
that because I could hold 2 in my hand, I could maybe have 2 assets, but you're right.
2 allies.
Okay. All right, so I've just done this 1 action. So I think I'm going to test to see if I can find those clues, because we need them to spend...
To engage the Rougarou.
Okay, that's right. And it said, as a group, we need to do 1. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think it just said 1.
Yep, just 1.
It's over there. Okay.
Unless we have 3 or 4 people in play, then we have to do 2. But
right. Okay. So I am going to. I'm going to use this to aid in my skill test.
Oh.
So this is a card for Rex Murphy's deck only, but it says draw X cards where X is the number of clues on Rex Murphy. Well, I have no clues.
Right.
I probably won't get very many, and when I do, I'm going to spend them. So I don't see the point in using this card for that ability.
You're testing against a 1, and you already have a 4.
Right, but
okay.
There's a -6 in here.
There is.
So I'm going to go ahead and use this for the
average
skill.
is about -1 or -2.
Well, the curse of Rex Murphy is not on my side. Nope. Okay, so 4, so that's 7 to its 1. What is this?
This, by the way, is, so that's 2 intellect, and then this one can be 1 of anything. So that's 3 intellect that she's adding. That is the skull. And it is -2 or -4 instead if you were at a bayou. You are at a bayou location.
Okay. So I did succeed.
Yes.
So now, because of my curse...
Because of your curse, you have to do it again.
I have to do it again.
And actually, let's hope you fail on this one.
-6.
Oh!
See?
You did.
Told you.
All right.
Okay, so...
So you fail.
I fail.
That gets shuffled back in.
Gets shuffled back in.
This is discarded. And that was your second action.
That was my second action. Here, I will let you shuffle. Okay, so I'm going to test it again. Yeah.
And now you just have your plain 4 against the 1. Your deck is getting a little thin.
Okay, what's the cloaked guy?
It is -2. If the Rougarou is at your location, reveal another token.
Okay, he is not, and I still pass.
Yep.
So I discovered 1 clue. All of that work for 1 clue.
But don't forget about your
Okay, after you succeed at a skill test by 2 or more while investigating, discover 1 clue at your location.
You only succeeded by 1.
Because this was a -2? Yeah, I only succeeded by 1.
Actually, yeah, by 1. Okay. Yep. Okay, well, that works. That was your final action.
That was my final action.
Okay.
But I got a clue. And I got rid of my curse, which was really...
Getting a clue is good.
Getting a clue. I still have this dragged under thing I need to worry about when I leave.
Before I forget, I'm going to use her...
I need to do this at the end of my turn.
Yes, yes.
Forced. At the end of your turn, test 3. If you succeed, discard dragged under. I have 3 to its 3. Hey!
Nice!
Discard dragged under.
Very nice.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to use her ability, exhaust her, look at the top card of any player deck and actually, we're going to look at yours because I want to make sure that you don't get that again.
so reveal the top?
Yeah, reveal the top card. It is fine. We're going to put it back. Okay. So here is the question. Should I just go ahead and move, take the damage, and get rid of him?
So where would you move to?
I would have to move to one of these, otherwise he stays on there because these are each bayou locations.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Is this attached to anything else? What is...
Just this.
Okay, so you have to go back. Okay.
Yeah, none of these other locations have it except for the 2 of them.
Okay, and what is this mist? Does this...
It doesn't matter unless I have to test at that location.
Okay. So you can try to attack that guy, or you can just move and take 1 damage.
I think I'm just going to move because he has a 4 combat and I have 4 combat, and so it's going to take some doing.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. We'll pick this one. Why not? This is Riverside. Even at this late hour, bells and shouts sound across the piers as dock workers go about their business. And we are revealing it because I've just moved there to... Actually, first of all, I should move there, take 1 damage, and discard him. Okay.
Man, that thing was a pain.
Yes, it was. While you are at Falberg, Marigny, reduce the cost of each asset you play by 1. Ooh. And then we can resign from here if we wish. And it has 4 for its shroud.
Oh wow! Okay.
For its shroud. So the bummer is I don't have any assets to play, so that isn't super useful. So that was one action. I guess why not go to the other riverside for my second action?
Okay. Do you have to go back here and then?
No. That.
They are connected to each other. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, second action. I'm going to move to this riverside. Okay. That's the same thing on that side, and this is the Audubon Park. Forced, when you evade an enemy at Audubon Park, discard a random card from your hand. Well, that's fun.
Oh.
And it says, leaves flutter in the cold wind, breaking the stillness of the park. With the area strangely abandoned, you feel as though you don't belong here. It has 2 clues on it.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I'm just going to move back here.
Okay.
Because that's not helpful at all.
Not right now. I mean, the Rougarou is not there, and we really need to engage it at some point.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Done.
Oh, you already did yours.
I went first.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. When my turn begins and there's no investigator near me.
Oh, you're right.
So.
Okay.
Okay. So.
There's so many things to remember on these cards.
Yes, there are. Enemies with the hunter keyword move toward the nearest investigator. Each engaged enemy attacks if able. And now upkeep phase. Reset actions.
Okay.
Ready exhausted cards. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Ooh, I like that.
Okay. Oh, he's expensive.
Okay. Then we have check your hand size. Good to go. Round end. Place a doom on the agenda.
Okay.
Advance the agenda if the doom threshold is satisfied. Each investigator draws a card from the top of the encounter deck.
Here we go.
Here we go. Insatiable Bloodlust. Revelation. Attached to the Rougarou. The Rougarou gets +1 fight, +1 damage, +1 horror, and cannot be evaded.
Oh,
well,
my gosh.
Awesome.
Well, we just need to go over there and start attacking him.
Forced, after the Rougarou takes damage, discard Insatiable Bloodlust. So that goes there. You know what? This is a treachery. I am going to play, I'm going to spend 1 resource and play Ward of Protection. This is a fast ability. It says play when you draw a non-weakness treachery card. This is a non-weakness treachery card. And it says cancel that card's revelation effect, then take 1 horror.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to take 1
and
horror.
You can completely handle that with your character.
I'm going to assign it to her, actually.
Nice.
And that is discarded, as is Insatiable Bloodlust.
Well, that was a fun little card.
Yeah, because the revelation effect is attached to the Rougarou. So this does not attach to the Rougarou.
Okay. Well, that is very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just drew another treachery card, Beast of the Bayou. Revelation. The Rougarou makes an immediate attack against each investigator at the Rougarou's location and each connecting location.
Well, there's nobody there.
You're right. If no attacks were made by this effect, place 1 doom on the current agenda. All right, we can handle that. That was not too bad.
No. All right, it's our turn now.
Okay, do I need to discover more clues or should we just move on?
You don't need to for 1 attachment of the Rougarou. So the more you have, the more able we can attachment. Engagement.
Okay.
So we need 1 clue every time we attempt to engage the Rougarou.
Okay. There's no shroud here. So
that's because we haven't gone there yet.
Oh,
we don't know what the shroud is.
It could be a 4.
Yeah.
So
most likely it's a 1 since the other 2 biolocations are a 1.
Oh, yeah, that's true. This one is
still, if I were you, I'd
try to do that one.
Get the 1 because it's a 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Really quick though, I'm going to use her ability and again check the top of your deck.
Okay. not a curse, and actually a really nice card.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just going to test. All right, so I have 4 to its 1. And I passed, and I succeeded by more than 2. Discover a clue at your location.
Of course,
it doesn't matter.
There are none left.
Okay, all right. But I did pass. That was 1 action. So I think I'm going to move for my second action. And is this connected?
Yep.
Let's go down here and see what's going on, because there's a lot of clues there.
This is the Forgotten Marsh. And it says, you warily eye the web of vines and blackened bog waters before you, and your heart sinks. You long for the comforts of home, and yet you press onward. And it becomes the Forgotten Marsh. Forced, when you leave Forgotten Marsh, lose 2 resources. Oh, that's horrible. And there are no resources on it, or no clues on it, and it has 0.
The clues are right here.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Because of the Rougarou. All right, and it takes 2, and you have to lose 2 resources if you leave that location.
If I leave, okay. So should I play a card or go ahead and see if I can discover 1 more clue?
I mean, it depends on what the card is, but sure.
Oh, I wanted to play this one, but it doesn't matter, so never mind. I'm actually gonna do this. Cost 0, gain 3 resources, and draw 1 card.
Okay.
I liked the card that was on top of my deck, and now when I leave, losing 2 resources is really not that big of a deal because I have quite a pile. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It helps me with skill tests.
Okay, I believe that was your 3 actions.
Turn is over.
Okay. I'm going to go heal a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to move over here. Just make sure there isn't a... Oh, you were supposed to choose and discard a skill card from your hand.
Oh, to leave.
Cursed Shores. And thankfully I don't have it.
Didn't have one.
Okay, good.
I did not have any skills.
And we don't have...
I have no skills.
Oh, I cannot play assets from here. I don't remember if I did or not, but...
I don't think you played any assets.
I'm not sure that I did. I've been there for a while. Oh, and I started my turn without you, so I get another resource.
Wow, you need to read all of your cards before you start your turn every time. There's so much going on.
Okay, so I'm going to use my second action to exhaust her and deal her 1 horror.
Okay, got it.
And I'm going to heal 2 damage.
Yes. Okay. Oops. Now you're looking much better.
Yep.
Okay. Now you're no worse off than I am now.
Right. Well, I have 1 more health than you too.
Yes, you do.
But you have 1 more sanity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1 more action, and...
Do you have any skill cards in your hand?
No, I'm going to use it to draw a card.
Well, you don't want to... Why don't you move to my location, and then you don't have to discard a...
That's fair.
...skill card.
Yeah.
If you accidentally draw one.
Well, I'm just concerned that he's going to move again, and then I'm going to have to lose 2 resources to not go over here.
Oh. Well, I have healing cards in my hand, but we need to be at the same location.
Okay. Well, and I have a card that I can... This one. I can heal horror from either of us.
Okay. Maybe we should try sticking together at this point?
Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and move over here and be done. Okay, so investigation phase is over. Enemy phase, nothing happens because there aren't any hunter enemies and there are no enemies engaged. So upkeep phase, reset actions. And ready. Exhausted cards. Draw a card, gain a resource. Of course, you drew that card.
Yeah.
And making it so we didn't know what the next one was. And yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
You know, I almost readied this and then used it immediately.
Well,
I guess I could have, but whatever.
It just keeps popping up. This was in his bio when I read it. Rex's curse.
Yep.
Just keeps coming back to haunt him.
Well, that's nice. All right. And we check our hand size. New round. Place of Doom on the agenda.
Look fine.
And advance it if necessary. Draw an encounter card.
Here we go.
We have a Marsh Gug. Spawn any bayou location. Hunter. So it, again, would be the worst for this to spawn here with you.
Oh, it's attaching to me?
Yeah.
Automatically? Yep.
Well, it attaches to one of us because it's at our location.
All right.
Or engages one of us, and it would be worse for it to engage you, so there you go.
Oh, hey, look. A bog gator.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Creature. Prey is the lowest agility. I have 3.
I have 2.
While bog gator is at a bayou location, it gets +2 fight and +2 evade.
So I believe if it doesn't have a spawn thing, it spawns attached to you, to the person that that drew it. You just double check here.
Well, it says its prey is the lowest agility.
All right, there's a slight conflict there, so we're just gonna go with the prey. That makes most sense.
Okay.
So, without looking a whole bunch of stuff up. Okay, so I have the lowest agility, so it spawns with me.
Okay, so we both drew our cards.
Yep.
So now what?
So now it is the investigation phase. So we each take a turn.
Okay, well, I kind of just want to start wailing on this guy.
Yeah, but again, maybe it would be better if I went first.
Okay.
Because I can kill this guy fairly easily.
Go for it.
And then I can do at least 2 damage to that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go first. What did I have here? Oh, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, I'm gonna smack it. I have a total of 4 combat, and it has 2, and I got a -4, of course.
Oh.
All right, well, action number 2, I'm gonna go again. Oh. Last round, I did not deal any damage. So I have to take a horror.
You're right.
All right, this is this, which is a -2. If the Rougarou is in your location, that doesn't matter. So -2, I have 4, -2 is 2, so I matched it.
Nice.
Deal 2 damage because it's the only one engaged with me, and it is dead.
Oh, very nice.
They were apex predators, even before the curse took hold. All right, so that guy is dead, so I have 1 more attack, or 1 more action. Now here's the problem is, if I attack that and miss, then I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah. Well.
Oh. It's not going to, it's only gonna deal 1 damage no matter what, because it's not engaged with me. So, let me see what this does. We're actually okay.
But if you take it, and then I attack it.
Same thing.
Same thing.
So it's better if I attack it while it's attached to you, because I have a higher combat.
Okay.
It's more likely that I will hit it, and then you're also going to take more turns to do that.
Right.
So, all right, I'm going to attempt to hit it.
Please, please, please.
Oh, that was this. So I got a +1 skill, or +1 value for that test anyway. I need so many things to remember.
Yeah.
All right. I got this, which both means I have a +1, and it's a -2, -4 if I'm at a bayou location, but
which we are.
Jim Culver gets to treat the skull as a 0.
Oh.
And then I get +1, so I have 5.
Oh my gosh.
To its 3. So I hit it for 1, and only 1 because I'm not actually engaged with it.
Well, that is okay.
And that was my final action.
Okay.
It is your turn.
So, I am going to try to attack. So I will play this skill card. So I have 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to use this. You get +1 for this attack. If you succeed, you may spend 1 additional action to deal +1 damage.
Nice.
So.
Bummer is if you succeed, then you have to draw another one.
That is true. All right.
And then maybe fail.
So I have 5 to its 4.
So
that is a fail.
A fail, okay.
Okay.
Well, that stinks.
Yes, it does, because now this goes away.
Yep. And now you just have...
And now I just...
3. 2, it's 3.
Hoping... I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Wait, you had 5?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. 2, it's 3, so yeah. So you had a 2.
I just have to keep trying and hope for a plus something or other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is a -4.
Oh, okay.
Because of the location you are in.
All right, I get one more shot at this.
Mm-hmm.
+1.
Okay.
Okay, so I...
You hit it for 1,
Did
except that...
2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're right.
Well, you'd only have to match it.
Okay, but I succeeded, so now I have
Yes,
to...
so now you have to try it again.
Oh my gosh. All right, I think that is...
That is a failure.
All right.
-4.
This goes away. I'm gonna...
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
You shuffle it this
because you
time.
wound up putting it pretty much back on the top of my deck.
I mean, your deck's pretty small, so...
Well... Okay, so... All right, so that was all 3 of my actions.
All right,
was
so...
not even able... Well, I hit it. No,
Enemy
I didn't hit it
phase,
at all.
enemies with a hunter keyword move toward. Each engaged enemy attacks. Now, before that happens, I am going to pay 3 to play Hypnotic Gaze, which is a fast spell. I can play when an enemy attacks an investigator at your location. Cancel the attack. Then reveal a random token from the chaos bag.
Okay.
If it has...
Are you sure you don't? Because I can assign it to guard dog, and when an enemy attack deals damage to him, he deals 1 damage to the attacking enemy.
Your guard dog would die. Which I guess isn't that big of a deal because you have another...
He would die, but he would do 1 damage.
Okay, that's probably better.
So...
You're right.
Maybe save that card?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
No, he wouldn't die. He does 2 damage and 1 horror.
Yes.
Oh, the horror. You're right. Okay. All right, so he is attacking. I'm going to assign the damage to guard dog. Guard dog's going to die, but when he deals damage to him, he deals 1 damage back. Okay. Thank you, guard dog. You did your job well.
Yep. All right, reset actions. Ready exhausted cards. Oh, before I ready exhausted cards, I was going to do that right after you shuffled
check
anyway.
the top of my deck. We're good.
We're good. Okay, ready exhausted cards.
Ooh.
Draw a card, gain a resource.
Okay.
Okay, make sure this time through you don't draw cards out of turn before we check what they are.
This is challenging. Okay.
And check your hand size, place a doom on the agenda. There's not enough for it to advance.
We're at 4 out of 6.
And draw the top card of the thing.
What's our fate?
Revelation attached to a, this is Spectral Mist. Revelation attached to a biolocation. Probably worst to attach it to ours.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Okay, this is over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have Cursed Swamp, Hazard, Revelation, Test 3, Willpower. For each point you fail by, take 1 damage. If you're at a bayou location, you cannot commit cards to this skill test.
And you are at a bayou location.
Okay, well, hand me the bag, please.
It's Willpower. You cannot commit them, but can I? I think so. I'm going to use this and give you +1.
Okay, so I have 4 to its 3.
Yep. Hey!
Oh, nice. Ah, too bad I... Oh, wait, never mind. It's not a...
So...
It doesn't matter. That wouldn't have mattered anyway.
So, but you get a +2. Or you can choose to fail it to draw 3 cards.
No, I don't want to fail it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. We passed. We're good.
Right. On to the investigation phase. All right.
I was looking at my replay thing after you succeeded a skill test by 2 or more, but it says while investigating.
Right, okay.
And so that's not what we just did.
Each skill test performed at this location gets +1 difficulty also.
Oh, okay.
But you passed with flying colors.
I did pass.
But that may not. Anyway, okay. So, actually, first of all, I'm going to use this because it's a free action. I can do it anytime. Check the top card of your deck.
We're good.
Okay. And why don't you go first and see if you can come over here and engage him, and maybe we should just go ahead and say maybe there's another way, because we haven't even gotten to him once yet.
Right. So we can spend clues as a group, right? So it doesn't matter that I have them?
Correct. Doesn't matter who has the clues to engage.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to go over there and do that?
I was going to say, why don't you? Because then I start my turn.
but I'm engaged with this enemy.
Oh, you're right.
I still have this thing here.
That's right.
Would you like to try to...
Either way, I should go first.
Would you like to try to kill it? Although you said you can only do 1 damage. Do you want to engage with it for an action?
Good idea.
And
then when it gets to your turn, you can come over here and do this.
Okay.
Either that, or maybe I should just let it be, because this doesn't do quite as bad of a damage to you. And I should come over here and then engage it.
Okay. I do have a card that... I was going to draw a card. My next card said that I can just discover a clue at my location after playing it.
Okay.
So that would give me 1 more clue.
Well, you can't do anything unless it's an attack without killing him first.
Right.
Oh, and all tests are +1 difficulty there too. Well, why don't I come over here and let's see what this does.
Okay.
Because we've got...
You can always come back.
Yeah. Depending on what it is, up your whole turn. Because maybe there's another way. I don't know what that does. But let's find out. Okay. So I'm going to move away from here.
Me.
Oh, you're right. we should put these on the sides that we are.
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. I have to discard 2 resources in order to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to engage with him for my second action. Oh, hold on. Before that, we have to discover what this is. So this is Wilderness. After hours of navigating through impenetrable fog and overgrowth, your clothes stick to your skin and you swat at what seems like the 1,000th mosquito.
Oh.
And it becomes a trapper's cabin. Has no clues, and it has a shroud of 3. While you are at Trapper's Cabin, you cannot gain resources. Yay.
Okay.
I can use an action to spend 5 resources and test intelligence with a difficulty of 3 to convince an old trapper to sell you his last bear trap. If you succeed, take control of the set-aside bear trap asset. Well, that's kind of cool.
We've got this fishing net and this bear trap, and we can't get them.
And the bear trap would give me, it's a free action to attach it to my location. Forced after the Rougarou enters, attach location, attach bear trap to the Rougarou. Attached enemy gets -1 fight and -1 evade, which would be stinking awesome. But I can't do anything about that right now.
I really wish we could have gotten that fishing net too, but...
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to engage him for an action.
Okay.
And as an additional cost, we have to spend a clue. So as a group, we have to spend a clue.
Okay, clue.
And now... Oh, well, that's awesome.
We just lost power.
We just lost power.
All right. Well, we will take a break here.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Well, apparently the curse of the Rougarou is real.
Right.
Because we lost power for several hours, but we are back.
We are back.
We are ready to tackle this guy.
Right. And I had just used my second action to engage the Rougarou, and Sarah spent a clue, and so I believe we are good. So I'm going to go ahead and use my last action to attack him, and then I'm going to do this since this does not require an action. So let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do this again.
He's pretty powerful.
His combat is 3. My combat is 3, but I have a +1 for if I use the machete. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do I have anything here? I really need to save that. So, I'm going to do this, and let's hope I can get an attack in. Oh, he does have retaliate. Do you remind me what retaliate does?
Yes. I'm pretty sure he makes an attack for you.
If I miss, then he attacks.
Okay, retaliate. Each time you fail a skill test while attacking a ready retaliate enemy after applying the results, that enemy performs an attack against you.
All right, here is my attack. It is a 0. So that means I have a 4 to his 3, so I hit him.
Nice.
So I hit him for 2 because he's the only enemy engaged with me, so it deals an extra damage.
Awesome.
So that is bam bam. So that is 2 out of 10 damage that we need to hit him for. Put this back in there. All right, well.
Now you're going to try...
Now I'm going to, before the end of my turn, because that was my 3 actions, for the end of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Objective. Objective, maybe there's another way. While an investigator is engaged with the Rougarou, he or she may choose to advance. I'm going to choose to advance. This says taming the Rougarou. Conversing with the creature is a daunting task. Whenever it is cornered, it bellows and attacks, like a feral beast. If there is still some semblance of humanity left inside the creature, it is buried deep beneath the rage and bloodlust of the curse. If each of the following requirements are met, proceed to Resolution 3. Otherwise, flip this act back to its A side. Okay, so we have an opportunity to do either one.
Okay.
So, it says, we must learn more about the curse. The investigators must have four per investigator clues as a group.
Oh.
So we have to have 8 total clues.
Oh, wow.
We must keep it contained. The Rougarou must have a trap card attached to it. So we would have to get the trap. So this is gonna, we're gonna be a little while doing this.
Yeah, we are.
We must protect ourselves. The Rougarou must have at least 1A damage on it. So that's 1A, 1 per investigator. So that's 2 damage.
Okay.
It does have 2 damage, so we're good there. We must calm it down. The investigators must have either found a binding stone or found a strange doll. Okay, so the doll is there. We have to get the trap here, and we'd have to trap it. And then we'd have to get 8 clues.
We have to do all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is 7 agility.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of us are going to test 7 agility.
I guess I just need to get over there and try.
Okay, well now we know.
Yeah.
So we have 1 out of 8 clues.
Well, the nice thing is, after he takes damage during a single phase, he moves away, so he's not going to attack me.
Right. So where does he move?
So he moves to the location that is farthest from all investigators. So the phase is not over yet. You need to do your turn first.
Right.
I'll do that.
Wow. Okay, so you are exhausted. You've done all 3 of your actions.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I wanted to play this body armor leather coat, cost 0. It does take an action, but now I have a little bit more
Oh, good. Yep.
protection health-wise. The coat was not the most fashionable choice, but it did feel warm and reassuring in its bulk. That's awesome. Okay, and I can now play another ally card. Okay, so which one do I want to play? I think I want to play this one. This cost me 2 resources. It is the laboratory assistant. It says your maximum hand size is increased by 2 while checking your hand size during the upkeep phase. And then what does this symbol mean again? I can't remember.
Reaction.
Reaction, thank you. After laboratory assistant enters play, draw 2 cards.
Oh, nice.
Which...
You're not going to hit your hand size anyway.
It's really nice. Okay, awesome. All right, so... Oh, that would have been nice to have her, but I can't. So I need to wait till I hit before I can do that. Okay, so should I try to discover a clue? Do I have a harder time?
Yeah, +1 difficulty. If you want to, you can get rid of this first. Although I wouldn't be surprised. Well, no, we got a while before this would reshuffle, unless an event,
right,
or this thing advancing reshuffles it.
Does it add 1?
Yeah,
okay.
Adds 1 to the difficulty, so this would be a 3.
And I only have a 4. Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh, I have this guy here.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't even allowed to play those cards.
No, you were not.
Okay. Well, let's back up.
Right.
I forgot he was there because the Curse of the Rougarou. All right, so I'm putting these 2 cards back. This was on top. Oh my gosh. This is going back in my hand. This is going back in my hand. I'm taking 2 resources. We're just gonna rewind. Okay, starting my turn over. Hey, I have an enemy. I have to attack this guy. Okay.
Yep.
So I only have a 3 if I use my weapon to his 4.
No, that's his life.
Oh, 3. I have a 3 to his 3. Okay. Oh my goodness. And I could play this to add 1, but I really don't want to because I wanted it as protection.
I can't really help you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try for it. Oh, he does 2 damage in a horror. Ugh. Okay, so action number 1, I'm gonna try attacking. Okay, what is that?
That is a -4.
Okay.
Because you were at a bayou.
Oh, all right.
That's the skull icon.
All right, so that's 1 action. I'm gonna try to hit this guy. I got it again. 2 action. Unsuccessful at beating the Marsh Gug.
The bummer is you now won't be able to spend another action to add another damage.
-2. Wow.
That is 3 straight failures.
Okay. Rex Murphy, you're not helping out. Not pulling your weight.
Okay.
Oh,
so now that is the end of the phase. So the Rougarou is going to move to the farthest location from us. And that literally is any of these 4. So whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We'll just have him go over there again.
Okay, so he leaves clues behind, right?
Yep, he's gonna leave one here, here, here. Yeah, those 3 locations.
Okay. So here, here, and here.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, then we have the enemy phase. Enemies with the hunter keyword. The one engaged with you is the only one.
Yeah.
And it is going to attack you.
Yes, it is.
And it hits you for 2 damage.
Yes, it
and
does.
1 horror.
Yep. So there's a 3, and I'll return this 1. And I have another horror. So I have 4 damage to my 6.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to come over there and help you on my next turn.
Yikes. Okay.
Okay. Then we have reset actions. Refresh all exhausted cards. Each investigator draws a card and gains a resource. Had I already looked at your top card with this?
Yes.
I think I had. Okay.
Which is how I knew it was safe.
Yep. So draw a card.
I know what it is already because
gain a resource.
Okay. Yay.
And I would have done this had you not known what it was. So I'm going to use this to look at your top card again.
Okay. It is a knife.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. And check your hand size. And that is the end of the round. And I think it is time for us to move on to part 3.
All right. Taking another break. Man, these things are relentless.
Yep. All right. We will see you back here.
Hope we survive.
Yeah, me too. Well, I hope you survive. You're the one closest to death.
I'm so close to death.
All right, we will see you back here in a couple hours.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.